Welcome back to my channel and another exciting video about 4 of the world's most dangerous plants. Our first topic today will be about the manchineal tree, Hippomenem mancinella, which is one of the most dangerous and toxic trees in the world. It is native to the Caribbean, Florida, Central America, and parts of northern South America. Here's everything you should know. It is a coastal tree often found on beaches and mangroves. From a distance, it looks harmless: green leaves, small fruits, smooth bark. But nearly every part of it is extremely poisonous. Why is it so dangerous? 1. The sap. The tree produces a milky white sap containing potent toxins. If the sap touches skin, it can cause severe burns, blistering, intense inflammation. Even standing under the tree while it rains is dangerous. Rainwater can wash the sap onto skin and cause chemical burns. 2. The fruit, little apple of death. Looks like a small green apple and sweet-smelling, but eating it can cause burning of throat and mouth, severe vomiting, abdominal pain, swelling of airways. In extreme cases, can be fatal. Even touching the fruit can cause irritation. 3. The smoke. Burning manchineal wood releases toxic smoke. Inhalation can lead to respiratory irritation, temporary blindness. Even using the wood in bonfires is dangerous. Toxins involved. Contains phorbol esters, highly reactive toxins that cause skin and mucous membrane damage. Similar compounds are used experimentally to study tumor growth. They're that strong. Where you might encounter it: common in Caribbean islands, especially near beaches, Florida Keys, Mexico, Central America. In many tourist areas, the trees are marked with red paint or warning signs, but not always. How to stay safe. Never touch a tree with milky sap in tropical regions. Avoid trees with warning signs, red paint, or bans. Do not pick up fallen fruits on Caribbean beaches. Avoid taking shelter under unknown trees during rain. What to do if exposed. Skin contact. Rinse immediately with plenty of clean water. Don't rub. Eye contact. Flush eyes thoroughly and seek urgent medical care. Ingestion. Go to emergency care immediately. Number 2. Gympie, Dendrocnide moroides, is one of the most dangerous plants on Earth, even more extreme than poison ivy or stinging nettle. Here's a clear, quick guide. It is a highly toxic Australian rainforest plant, also called suicide plant, stinging tree, stinging bush. It belongs to the nettle family but is far more potent. Why is it so dangerous? The leaves, stems, and even fallen debris are covered in microscopic, silica-like hairs that act like tiny hypodermic needles. When they penetrate the skin, they deliver a neurotoxin called moroidin. Symptoms can include instant, intense burning pain, often compared to hot acid or electric shock. Pain that can last weeks to months. Pain returning for years when the skin is exposed to cold or touched. Swelling, redness, welts. Lymph node swelling. In severe cases, excruciating pain triggering shock or panic. Even breathing close to it can cause nose, throat, and eye irritation because loose hairs become airborne. Where it grows. It is native to Australia, growing in the rainforests and moist forest of eastern Australia, particularly in Queensland and New South Wales, walking tracks, and damaged forest areas. You won't encounter it naturally in the UK unless planted in specialist botanical collections. You can identify it by its heart-shaped green leaves, up to 50 centimeters, and fuzzy appearance due to tiny hairs. Small purple or white fruit that looks harmless, soft, and velvety, which is deceptive. If stung, immediate first aid is crucial. Do not rub the area. This pushes hairs deeper. Remove visible hairs with wax strips preferably. Hair removal wax or strong adhesive tape as a backup. Rinse with cool water and take pain relief, ibuprofen or paracetamol. Seek medical help, especially for face, eyes, heavy exposure, or severe pain. You may need repeated waxing to remove embedded hairs. Prevention. Never touch unidentified fuzzy leaves in Australia. Wear protective gloves and long sleeves in rainforest areas. Avoid touching dead leaves. Stinging hairs remain active for years. Number 3. What is hogweed? Hogweed usually refers to giant hogweed, Heracleum antigashinum, one of the most dangerous plants in the UK due to its severe skin-burning sap. Here's a clear guide. What giant hogweed looks like. Very tall, can grow 3 to 5 meters high. Thick, hollow, purple blotched stem with white hairs. Large umbrella-shaped white flowers, similar to cow parsley but much bigger. Huge leaves, up to 1 meter wide, jagged and sharp-edged. Why it's dangerous? The sap contains phototoxic chemicals, furanomerins. When sap touches skin plus sunlight exposure, it can cause severe burns, blistering, long-lasting scars, skin sensitivity for months to years. Even touching it briefly can cause reactions. Sap in the eyes can lead to temporary or permanent blindness. Where it grows, UK. Riverbanks and streams. Roadsides. Woodland edges. Parks and wasteland. Anywhere damp and disturbed. It's classed as an invasive species, and landowners are required to control it. What to do if you touch hogweed? Wash immediately with cold water and soap. Cover the skin to block UV light for at least 48 hours. Seek medical help if you see blistering, swelling, or intense pain. Do not expose the area to sunlight even days later. It can react again. How to stay safe. Don't touch it. Avoid breaking stems or leaves. Keep pets and children away. If removing, professionals only. Full protective clothing is essential. Number 4. Tread softly. Also called Nidoscalus stimulosus, bull nettle, or fingerrot, is a plant native to parts of the southern United States. Despite the gentle name, it's notoriously painful to touch. Here's a clear, simple guide. What is the tread softly plant? Tread softly is a low-growing herb with white flowers, bright green leaves, covered in stinging hairs, trichomes, a rough, sandpapery texture. It looks harmless, which is why people and animals often brush against it by accident. Why is it dangerous? The plant is covered in tiny, hollow, needle-like hairs filled with irritants, histamine-like compounds, sometimes mild neurotoxins. When the hairs puncture the skin, they break off and inject the irritant. Symptoms if touched: immediate sharp stinging or burning, redness and welts, pain lasting anywhere from 15 minutes to several hours, persistent itching, a glass splinter sensation. It's not dangerous like giant hogweed or jimpy, but it is extremely unpleasant. First aid needed if you come into contact with tread softly. Do not rub the skin. It pushes the hairs deeper. Use sticky tape or drying glue layer, like PVA glue, to lift out hairs. Wash gently with soap and cool water. Apply hydrocortisone and antihistamine cream or oral antihistamines. Cold compress. Symptoms usually calm down within a few hours. It grows primarily in sandy soils, dry fields, road edges, and open woodlands. Common in the southeastern US, rare in the UK. A quick guide on how to identify. White, star-shaped flowers. Leaves with 3 to 5 lobes. Bristly, stinging hairs everywhere and grows close to the ground. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.